G'day traders, I'm Stacey Burke from Stacey Burke Trading, and today we're going to talk about what I consider to be one of the number one books for developing discipline in trading and mastering your trading psychology. Stay tuned, we'll be right back. G'day traders, I'm Stacey Burke from Stacey Burke Trading, and today we're going to be talking about a book called Unbeatable Mind. And a lot of people are searching for more information on developing self-discipline. I believe the number one reason why most traders fail is because they engage in activities that are self-destructive and self-sabotaging to their trading account. It's not actually the lack of having the proper entry or exit type of system, yet that's where they spend the majority of their time. When in reality, it's the individual psychological issues that ultimately lead to their undoing or into their losses as a trader. This book called Unbeatable Mind is written by a man named Mark Devine. Mark is runs the SEAL Fit Academy. He was a Navy SEAL, or is a Navy SEAL. He was part of that professionally for 20 years. He was a Navy SEAL commander. He trained the Navy SEALs. He also has an MBA and an economics degree. He's also run other multi-million-dollar businesses. This book is a blueprint on which the foundations are all about maximizing individual human potential, and a lot of that boils down to a lot of core key principles that Mark has developed and used through his own professional training as a SEAL, but he's put it into a book that I feel is completely applicable to trading, because all the blueprints and steps are for individuals are in this book. And I'm going to go over 10 secrets to success that Mark talks about that sort of sums up the approach. And now I talk about this all the time. On my homepage, I have the 7-step daily routine for high performance traders. I believe that your daily habits are critical to your trading success. We as traders spend the bulk of our time on looking for entry and exit systems, the holy grail of trading, when in reality, 80% of the time the reasons why we fail at trading are self-sabotage and self-destructive behavioral habits due to that lack of discipline or emotional strength, mental clarity, awareness, intuition, whatever you want to call it. But this is just a blueprint. This book is if you haven't got it, get this book. This is a roadmap for you to bulletproof yourself with your trading, and we're going to go over those 10 steps today. Number one, live an examined life and embrace silence. So Mark talks a lot about the first thing to start doing. If you know anything about Mark, he's got several belts, I believe, in the martial arts, as well as being elitely trained as a SEAL. He was the top SEAL in his graduating class, the Trident. But Mark, if you get a chance to learn more about him, is an incredible individual. And number one thing that he talks about is developing your ethos, and we'll talk about in a second, which, again, on my homepage, I talk about creating a vision of how you want your life to be, your trading to be, and really embracing the whole person development. So Mark talks a lot about journaling, breathing, meditation, and silence to clear your mind and allow that clarity and clutter the clutter that you collect throughout your life to stop and let that empty out, to really have clear thought process and really truly examine what it is that you're doing and why you're here. Number two, that one thing, purpose and mission and the principles connected to that, why you're here. So often I'll ask people, why are you trading? And of course, 90% of the time, I want to make a lot of money. That's great, except that that's not what's going to bring you through the tough times. That's not what's going to keep you committed day in and day out when it gets tough. And trading, I have no idea what it's like to try and even get in as a Navy SEAL. But Mark talks about 29 out of 180 people made it past the first 4 weeks or something, and it's a 10-month training program. So physical discipline or physical challenges are a way that people can overcome mental barriers and develop habits and disciplines, and that's why the SEALs are really big at starting off like that. But one of the things about identifying your true vision about who you really are and who you want to become, trading is just a vehicle to help you get there. But when things get tough, what's gonna drive you day in and day out to be improving, to be committed to excellence, to doing the right thing, to committing to process, the trading process, and becoming a master. Mastery is a lifelong journey. So, I talk about this, about creating a vision. It's really a time to clear your mind, regardless of how you've been raised, what you've been trained to believe about yourself. How do you want to spend your time here on the planet? Who is it that you want to become? What would you like to accomplish? And I've said this before, think big. Number 3, connect all of your small actions to these principles and steps. So I talk about this, the 7-step daily routine is all about, if you're not happy with the results that you currently have in your life, then you have to go back and look at the daily habits and routines and rituals. Because if you want a different outcome, you need to create action steps right down to the smallest, minute part of your daily routine that are connected to producing those results that you want in your life. So again, 7-step daily routine, creating those small daily disciplines that will pay big dividends later on. Number 4, mental and emotional control. The big 4. So again, the big 4, if you haven't seen my other video on mental toughness, the Navy SEAL big 4, breathing, visualization, self-talk, and goal setting. Those are the 4 things that they use in tough situations, and obviously trading, whether you're day trading, end of day trading, or if you're just purely frustrated. It's all about being able to calm your mind, talk to yourself in the positive state, then visualizing yourself achieving that, and then setting small micro goals to help you achieve and chunk away at that bigger picture. Number 5, challenge yourself to find your 20x and improve daily. So one of the things, again, that the SEALs talk about is the 20x factor, and that's that most people are actually capable of accomplishing 20 times more than they've conditioned themselves to believe, or how they live their life already. So the importance of that and related to trading is that, and I've said this, if you are prepared to lock yourself down and do the work daily, you're probably capable of producing 20 times more of the results that you've currently gotten in your trading. So does that mean you need to eliminate everything else out of your life? I don't know. That's up to you to decide. But I do know this. A lot of time is wasted on watching television, doing things that are not going to be productive. I'm not knocking any of that. There's no judgments. But my point is that we have so much time, but we're limited with time in terms of how long we're here. So let's use that time wisely. Try to get the maximum benefit in the time that you allocate on a daily basis towards your trading improvement and growth. And then let's see if we can improve those results from there. Number 6, turn to others in service, develop your winning team. So part of my blogging and my daily pip talk is that, I've said this before, this has really helped me laser-like focus and just constantly focus on improvement, not only to produce quality, but to improve my own trading results. I've said this, one of my big stumbling blocks has been trying to get to bigger size without, self-sabotaging. I'm in this game the same as everybody else. I've talked to traders that have been doing this for 30 plus years and they face the same daily challenges. So ultimately, again, self-mastery, we're all going to come in at different points and different levels of along that path. But whatever area you need to focus on to improve, commit yourself to simplifying and service to others. I've always said my goal is to impact lives and help people maximize their potential. And trading is a way to do that. And I believe, I spent 20 years in healthcare, and I've always fundamentally believed that we have so much more we can get out of ourselves, especially if we work together. Number 7, align the I, we, and it spheres. So again, the teamwork, one of the big principles in the SEALs is in their training, a lot of it is designed ultimately to sort of break the individual down and get them to see that the only way through and forward is working as a team. So Number 8, select smart fits targets. So again, Mark talks about the fits principle, the smart goal setting. Fits is, does this goal fit at this particular time? How important is it on our scale of having to do that right now? Is the timing correct for achieving this goal? And is it simple? Can it be broken down into simple micro goals that keep it simple principle, stupid principle, so that it's a doable goal right now? So the smart fits goals. Number 9, keep your trading simple. I've put up a couple of videos of some of this. Like I use price, support, resistance, and a moving average, just in terms of simple patterns that show up consistently day in and day out. Very simple, highly productive, better risk or better reward to risk, those sorts of things. So however you're trading, keep it as simple as possible, and as Einstein said, but no simpler. Number 10, take massive action. So again, I come back to the principle about how much time are we really wasting. The average lifespan is 80, 85 years. How do you want your legacy to play out? What's your vision for your life? How much time are we wasting? So take massive action. Does that mean to sit at the screen all day? No, it does not. But again, if you go back to the 7-step daily routine, that's about a whole person development. And I think if you're really on the path to mastery, you realize that, even if you have 100 years here, it's not enough time. So take massive action, work on yourself. Number 11, never ever quit. So that's a really important way to wrap things up. I've said this. I've made all the mistakes in trading. I think it's been a long journey for me, but I'm stubborn. I've been a built-in wiring about never quitting, never giving up, and that's paid off. But it's not been an easy process for me. And I was used to things coming easy, and this has been the hardest challenge I've ever taken on in my life. But I wouldn't change any of that. I believe that that's just the path that I've because of how I'm wired and the lessons I've had to learn, that's the path that I've had to go on. But again, as I've come along, I love this saying, when the student is ready, the master will appear. And every step of the way, there's always been somebody to help me to the next level. And again, Mark's book, if you haven't got it, get this book. If you're looking to develop discipline in your trading, this is the book to get. It's about creating discipline through self-mastery and really changing your whole life and possibly living and fulfilling the life of purpose that you're after. So hopefully you got value out of today's video. Stay disciplined, stay focused, keep improving every single day, traders, and stay on the path to trading mastery. Have a great week. Hi traders, it's Stacey Burke from Stacey Burke Trading. If you haven't done so, please head over to my website at staceyburketrading.com. I create updates on almost a daily basis, and I would love for you to receive them. Just click on the blog. If you want to enter your name and your email address, I'll send you my free audio program, the 7-Step Daily Routine for High Performance Traders. This is essential knowledge for all traders in all markets, and this is for helping traders to master the market with discipline, confidence, and a winning mindset. I appreciate all your feedback and comments. As always, traders, stay disciplined, and may the markets go with you.